Welcome to Ignite. Today, I thought I'll discuss the topic civic sense. What is civic sense? It is the awareness of certain norms in the society. It includes your consideration for the feelings of others. In other words, it is very important to follow certain social etiquette to establish peace and harmony in the society. Last week, I boarded a train to Bangalore. And I noticed that there was another group which had boarded the train, and they were extremely noisy throughout the journey. It did not last for just few hours, it continued till late night. The compartment had a few aged people as well as small children, and they found it extremely disturbing. Finally, two of them had to come forward and ask this group to, reduce their volume or to maintain silence so that the others in the compartment could sleep peacefully. But that did not go down well with the group. And one of them in the group also asked that, what is wrong in making noise because they had paid the tickets, they had booked the tickets. Well, that is where this point of civic sense arises. I agree that you had paid or you had booked your tickets, but that is not at the cost of the privacy of others in the compartment. If you wish to have fun, frolic, and laughter during your journey, you can always do that in your private vehicle, not in a public transport. So, this is what is very important to have feelings and consideration for others. The privacy of others also needs to be guarded. Another point which I have observed is whenever we go to a garment shop, there is a long queue in front of the trial room, whether it is males or females. Now, very often, when they carry two or three garments to try out, it takes a lot of time for them to come out of their trial rooms, and they are unmindful of the fact that there are people waiting outside. And in a garment shop, they might have only two or three trial rooms at the most. So it is very important for those people to have consideration of those who are waiting outside. It is not only your time, the time of others is also very precious. Another important thing is when you are standing in a queue, maybe a ticket counter, and it is always necessary that you keep your money ready to be paid there at the ticket counter. Now, what is usually observed is as the person approaches the ticket counter, he slowly turns around, takes his wallet, and then slowly takes out the money and then counts it and then gives it to the ticket counter. Now, this is very time consuming. You should remember that there are people also waiting behind you, and for them also their time is precious. So when you know that you are going to make the payment at the counter, it would be always better to have a pre-thought or good thought about the people who are standing there. Keep your change ready and then make the payment as soon as your turn comes, rather than waiting for the others, for them to crib about this long queue. Another important factor is when you are living in a neighborhood, it is very important that you need to be bothered about their happiness too. You are free to play your music loud, and probably once in a while it's okay. But then in certain neighborhood areas, it is observed that people do not bother about others' feelings and they play the music very loud, at late night, disturbing the others. There are people around in your neighborhood who would like to prepare for their examination, who would like to sleep peacefully. So that is also something that we need to be really bothered about. You need to be concerned. And this is what makes you a responsible citizen. Now, if you really wish to see some positive change in the society, it is very important that you also become a conscious part of this change. Following civic sense makes you a very responsible citizen. Think about it. Good thoughts, good vibes from Preethi Rajeev.